when you look at a sum total of something that you wish to achieve, kind of like when you want to buy a house and you just see the massive sum of what you need to actually save up to put a deposit on the house, it can seem really, really daunting in that kind of bird's eye view. Because when you set massive goals and expectations for yourself, it can discourage you from starting sometimes or striving because it's like an ant staring at a mountain hill. You could start off with all the right intentions to start with, but when you start realizing that the progress you're making is really gradual and small in comparison to how far you want to go, it it can be daunting, and you could just be comparing yourself to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that looks like they've already accomplished everything else in life, and seeking 100% perfectionism because, like, everyone's highlight reels are just so far out of reach in comparison to where you are. You're wondering what you're doing wrong. But hey, your goals are all that high too, aren't they? And you need to have it now. You need to have everything now. Sometimes that's the dialogue in our heads. But as soon as you start doing that and subjecting yourself to all the comparisons and allowing them to just overtake you instead of being aware and stopping them, pausing, letting them pass, it can really take its toll mentally. Once you start seeing that things in pound by pound increments, it can give you realistic and achievable milestones to work towards. And you can still accomplish those same goals without the mental fatigue, without burning the candle out at both ends, without that larger number, that larger sum, that larger goal seeming too far out of reach, because you're enjoying every single step and you're celebrating it, which is why I always say celebrate every single mini win. And it can be related to anything in life, because once you change your lifestyle, it reverberates in every part of your life, health, fitness. And that's why I say, like, my job is to empower my goals to step into their lives with confidence, because it's that confidence that enables them to own their space at the gym, to be able to say no when people shove desserts up their face, because they're sure of their journey. They have faith in themselves. They realize that they deserve this. They deserve this lifestyle change. They deserve to be their best selves. And they'll only say yes when they know that they're choosing to allow that into their lives and they're choosing to suffer the consequences, which may not even be that much, because it's a balance. It's about enjoying it all. And, like, in my case, when it comes to the realistic, achievable goals, if my to-do lists are always so long that someone introduced me to two MITs, which is the two most important tasks. If my mind is just whirling, I make sure I write a to-do list. It's scattered, but I write it before I sleep. Then in the morning, I select my two most important tasks that I need to accomplish as soon as possible, and then I will revisit the rest of my to-do list and order them in order of priority, and then attack them. But I have to finish those most two important tasks. If my mind is okay before bed, I won't do the list before bed. I'll just attack it in the morning and figure out what needs to be done that day. There's always something to be done. There's always something, whether it's a hobby. Like, if you don't have anything work related, that's just leaving space for you to think of something hobby related that's going to add to your mental health. Whether it be, I feel like listening to Spotify today, so I'm going to write that on my list. Or if you want to catch up on something that fuels your soul. For me, I hate TV. I don't want to know other people's lives that I don't know. For me, I prefer watching Instagram stories. That's my TV because I know those people's lives. So yeah, that's my ramble for today, and I hope it helped. Remember, don't see things in terms of total sums. Cut it down into pound by pound increments. Realistic, achievable, sustainable, and enjoyable.